Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Wednesday morning to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. We are in the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs, Game 2 of Road to the NBA Finals Series featuring the Los Angeles Lakers. We are leading the series 1-0. We beat the Golden State Warriors last episode 115 to 100. I will have the link to the video in the description if you guys want to check that episode out if you have not already, or if you're new to this series. So, we were in Staples Center last episode, and we lead this series 1-0 at this point. So, first to four advances on to the next round, and then it's best of 7, but the max games you can win is 4. So, there could be a game 4, a game 5, game 6, game 7, etc. We'll show you the uniforms, and we'll see you at tip-off. Alright, the Golden State Warriors will be wearing their blue icon uniforms, while the Los Angeles Lakers will be wearing their purple statement uniforms at home. Last episode, the Warriors did wear those blue icons, while the Los Angeles Lakers wore white at home. So without further ado, we'll see you into tip-off. Alright, it is tip-off time. Our home court advantage, it's a B+, so we should win this game. And tip-off goes to the LA Lakers. So we got LeBron James, the Akron, Ohio native. He drives it in for 2 points to start this game. I'm going to try to make it a little bit darker so that you guys can see a little bit better. So Steph Curry going to pass it off, and he picks up an assist. So the game is tied 2-2 here in Los Angeles, California. So we got some Talen Horton-Tucker. He's going to drill this in from behind the arc. So that's going to be a three-pointer for this LA Lakers team. So they're moving their feet once at it. And Steph Curry, he's going to pass it off to Klay Thompson. 15 seconds are left on the shot clock. So Andrew Wiggins, he's going to pass it to Draymond Green. He gets it in. So it's now 5-4 at this point. So we got LeBron James going to pass it off to Anthony Davis. And he loses the basketball. Draymond Green picks up the steal. And there is a foul. It's on Anthony Davis. It's a reach-in. So Draymond Green, he's going to pass it to Wiggins. And then some Steph Curry going to fire this one from 3. And that is good. So we're actually going to pass it to Anthony Davis. So Davis, he gets it in for 2 points. Andrew Wiggins does have a shooting foul, so Anthony Davis will get to go to the free-throw line. If he makes it in, the Lakers will lead by 1 point. So, no, he does not. Draymond Green does pick up that rebound for Golden State. There's a nice block there. Avery Bradley picking it up. So I got some Anthony Davis here in some action. So I'm going to try to knock down a 3 with Davis. So he's also one of my favorite NBA players in this league. Because he's so tall, he can rebound the ball. So Curry passes that, gets a dunk. So it's now 10-9. LeBron James going to pass it off to Talen Horton-Tucker. He's going to pass it off to Russell Westbrook. So he gets it in. So it's now 12-9 at this point. So they're 5 for 5, the Lakers, in field goals, while the Warriors are 4 for 5. So that's not too bad. However, teams that are more likely to win have a higher field goal percentage. So LeBron James, the Akron, Ohio native, he is going to do a crossover, passing it off to Avery Bradley and then to some Anthony Davis. So Davis hits the glass, and it's going to be 14-11 at this point. So Klay Thompson has possession of the basketball. So he loses it. He's going to pass it off to Anthony Davis. So Davis gets that layup there. So it's going to be a 16-11 lead. And Klay Thompson has possession of the basketball. Looks like he is going to try to shoot this in from 3. He looks away to the fans, and he does. So I'm going to pass this off to Russell Westbrook from half court. And now Westbrook gets this one in. So it's now 18-14. Wiggins trying to pass it to Klay Thompson. So Klay Thompson, he's going to pass it off to Curry. And no defenders tried to block him there. So he got that in pretty safely. So Talen Horton-Tucker's going to pass it to Avery Bradley. And then some LeBron James. So LeBron James, he is going to get that in for 2. So it's now 20-16. Curry is going to pass it off to Draymond Green, and we have the basketball. James is going to pass it off to Davis. Anthony Davis, he gets it in safely, but Steph Curry does have a shooting foul on him, so Anthony Davis will get to go to the free throw line. He makes it in. First time he attempted, he did not make that in, but Gary Payton II, the son of legendary Seattle Supersonics player Gary Payton I. So we got some Carmelo Anthony. He's going to shoot this in from 2, and we'll see ends in the second quarter. All right, beginning of the second quarter here in the Staples Center, Kevin Looney going to pass it off to Otto Porter. And Porter, he's trying to look where to pass it to. He's going to pass it to Jordan Poole. So Poole drills at 3, and it's going to be 25-23 at this point. So Carmelo Anthony, he's going to pass it to Malik Monk, and then some Dwight Howard. So Dwight Howard, the Southwest Atlanta Christian Academy product, knocks it in for 2. So he has been playing for almost 18 seasons now, Dwight Howard. And his resume for his NBA career, it's a long one. I mean, he's won the NBA Finals one time. He got drafted. He's been an All-Star a couple of times, so he might or might not have won a slam dunk championship. But they called him Superman when he was with the Orlando Magic. So Jordan Poole has possession of the basketball. He's going to pass it to Otto Porter, then to Klay Thompson, and then some Kevin Looney. This Golden State Warriors team is pretty good at this passing technique. And Carmelo Anthony is going to pass it to Avery Bradley. So they just want to shoot it before the shot clock ends, because in pro basketball, it is 24, just like Kobe Bryant's number. I think in college it's 35, and in high school it might vary among states in what jurisdiction you live in. But I'll put my state where I live. So I live in Pennsylvania, so I'll type that number in the comment section if you guys are curious. So by the way, there is no shot clock in my state of Pennsylvania for high school basketball. So just want to let you guys know. So Carmelo Anthony, he is going to pass it off to Malik Monk, and then some Dwight Howard. And Dwight Howard, he's going to get that in there, and it's going to be 38-31 at this point. So Lakers are now really good at field goals, 14 for 16, while Golden State is 16 for 16 at this point. So it goes out of bounds. The Warriors do have possession of the basketball. So second quarter, 1:26 to go. So Andrew Wiggins, he's going to pass it to Steph Curry, and the Warriors do take a timeout. All right, so now the Warriors have possession of the basketball. They're going to pass it to Jordan Poole. Knocks that 3 down, so actually a 2. So LeBron James from the 3-3-0, he is going to shoot this in from behind the arcs, the St. Vincent St. Mary product from Akron. Drafted first overall in 2003. So he was the second NBA player to get drafted straight out of high school, first overall. I think Kwame Brown was 2001 by Washington Wizards. And then the next year, Dwight Howard got selected straight out of high school from Southwest Atlanta Christian Academy, which is a small private school in Atlanta where he's from. So Draymond Green's going to pass it to Curry, and then Jordan Poole, he's going to pass it to Curry. Knocks down that three, the buzzer beater. Good thing he made it in before that buzzer beater, because that shot would not have counted for that. So Dwight Howard gets it in for two, so it's now 43-36, 27.3 seconds to go. Curry going to pass it off to Balijaga. He's going to pass it to Jordan Poole. He's going to pass it to Draymond Green, and then Curry, he wants to play some offense, but Russell Westbrook wants to block him there. He's going to pass it to Wiggins, and then Wiggins, there's no defenders trying to stop him there with 7.4 seconds to go in the first half. And I am going to shoot this in from three with LeBron James. Gets it in there, so it's now 46-38. We'll see ends in the second half. All right, so it's now third quarter, 46-38. Lakers lead this by 8. So Andrew Wiggins dunking that in. Curry with the assist, the slam cam. And no defenders have been trying to get him that whole time. So we got some LeBron James. He's going to get that in for 2 points. So it's now 48-40. He was going to dunk it in. Excuse me. But the defenders there would not certainly allow him. So Steph Curry, there's a foul on him. It's on Russell Westbrook. It's a reach in. So Warriors have the ball. Draymond Green, he's going to pass it to Steph Curry. So Curry is going to pass it to Draymond Green, and Draymond Green gets that in there. So it's now 48-42 at this point. LeBron James, he is going to pass this off to Talen Horton-Tucker. And then I got some Anthony Davis here. He's going to get that in for 2. Now it's 50-42 at this point. So Klay Thompson passing it off to Balijaga, and then Draymond Green getting it in there. So it's now 50-44 at this point. LeBron James with the basketball. So I'm just going to try to go up there and get that in. So it's now 52-44. So LeBron James with 14 points in this episode, and Steph Curry with 10. They're both the leading scorers for both teams today. And LeBron James making that steal, the dunk by the Akron, Ohio native. And it's now 54-44. And he is certainly the GOAT. So there are 3 GOATs in this NBA. In NBA history. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and certainly the king, LeBron James. But your opinion might be varied. So Bill Russell was also a great. He won 11 championships with Boston. So 18 points for LeBron James so far. Both of them back-to-back dunks. So there is a foul on Russell Westbrook. It's a reach-in. So they're going to have to pass it to one of the offensive players here. So they're going to pass it to Kevin Looney. And then he's going to pass it off to Steph Curry. Going to pass it off to Klay Thompson. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. And Klay Thompson gets that in. So it's now 56-48 at this point. I'm going to pass it off to Russell Westbrook. And he gets it in there for 2. So it's now 58-48. And Steph Curry has possession of the basketball. And Golden State does take a timeout. All right, so Gary Payton II has possession of the basketball. He's going to pass it off to some Jordan Poole. And there is a foul there. It's on Dwight Howard. It's a reach in. So this means Jordan Poole will get to go to the free throw. He gets it in. So now the Warriors are trailing by 10. They want to win this first game because they don't want to lose 2 straight games in a row, because that increases their chances of being eliminated from finals contention. So Jordan Poole, there's a foul on him. So LeBron James with 20 points, 9 for 9 in field goals, and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. So his release there was excellent. So that's a 64-52 lead at this point. And Poole has possession. It looks like that he is going to go up and gets that in. So it's now 64-54 at this point. And we got some DeAndre Jordan, who did not score a point in last episode, makes his first points of the playoffs with a dunk, the former LA Clippers star. And he eventually played with the Mavericks and the Knicks alongside with the Brooklyn Nets. So it's now 66-56. So Anthony Davis, he's going to get that in for 2 points. So it's now 68-56 at this point. So Jordan Poole losing the basketball. Anthony Davis picking up that steal, making that dunk happen for the Lakers. You know what you do, AD. You are the big man of this team, so you need the wins. And there was a block there. And yes, we do get the ball. So look at that awesome block. It was made by DeAndre Jordan. So now we have possession. So 14 seconds to go. So there is no shot clock after 24 seconds. Like I said earlier in this video, earlier when I mentioned about some states having to require shot clocks, Pennsylvania is not one of those states. So just keep that in mind. Reminds me of high school towards the end. So it's now 73-59, Lakers leading by 14. And let's check out the State Farm assist of the game. LeBron James passing it to AD and making that layup happen in the paint. And now this is our opportunity to have possession. So we're going to extend our lead and win our second game today. So Carmelo Anthony with 2 points there. It's now a 16-point lead. So the Lakers in this whole game have not missed a field goal, but the Warriors have. But they're 90%, so that's not too bad. Out of bounds there, the Warriors do still have possession. So we got to use our hands to block so we can have possession of the basketball and win this game. Gary Payton getting that in there. So it's now 75-61 in this part of the game. So now Russell Westbrook, I'm going to step back, pull for three, getting this one in. So it's now 78-61. They're going to pass it to Jordan Poole. They're going to pass it to Gary Payton. He gets that three there. So it's now going to be 78-64. Anthony Davis having the basketball, and it looks like he will try to shoot this in from three. He actually makes it in. Yes, it's official. Lakers are leading 81-64 with 2:59 to go in the fourth. There is a backcourt. He stepped his left foot out. And now we have possession. This is official. So we're going to end up winning this game. So I'm going to pass it to AD once added. So Anthony Davis, he's going to hit the glass, and it's going to be a 83-64 lead. They're going to pass it to Curry. They're going to pass it to Wiggins, getting that in there for two. So it's now 83-66. So they're going to pass it off to Russell Westbrook, moving the ball around. So I got some AD. So offensive 3-second violation. We did not pass the ball within a certain amount of time. So it's their possession. So Wiggins going to pass it off to Curry. So they're going to pass it. Oh, and the ball is out. And the Warriors still have possession with 2:15 to go. So they can make 17 points within the next 2 minutes. We just don't know what they're going to do with their game plan. They're going to pass it off to Draymond Green, and then he gets that in. So it's now 83-68. Going to pass this off to Russell Westbrook, and then some Talen Horton-Tucker. And Talen Horton-Tucker is going to make that three happen, and it is official. It's now 86-68, 18-point lead here for the Lakers. So Curry, he's going to pass it to Wiggins. So Wiggins He's going to pass it to Klay Thompson and then some Draymond Green. So Draymond Green, he's going to go up and he gets it in there. So it's now 86. So all of Draymond Green's points today were located in the paint. So he has 10 in all. We have now 88 points in this episode. 14 points for Russell Westbrook. 12 minutes for him. Curry passing it off to Thompson. Two Lakers defenders going to pass it to Bjelica, and he gets that in there. So it's now 72 to 88. So I'm going to pass it to Carmelo Anthony and then some Avery Bradley getting that in there. So it's now 90 to 72. All right, your New Balance player of the game is Anthony Davis. Last episode it was LeBron James. This episode will be Anthony Davis. So the Lakers did take a timeout. So Carmelo with that 3. So it's now 93 to 74 with exactly a minute to go. And they're going to dribble the ball. They're going to pass it to Lee. And then Looney. Then to Gary Payton's the second. They're going to pass it to Andre Iguodala, who played with the Warriors from 2013 to 2019. So he played about 6 seasons. With his first stint, won 3 titles with the team. And there was an illegal screen there from the Warriors. So now we have the possession of the basketball. So Malik Monk, he's going to pass it off to some Dwight Howard. So Dwight Howard, there is a foul. Kevin Looney with that shooting foul. So this means that Dwight Howard will get to go to the free throw line. He attempts the first one, no good. Second one gets it in pretty safely. So it's now 94 to 74. Andre Iguodala has possession of the basketball. So what are they going to do? They're going to pass it to Cummings for 3. And it's now 77-94. LeBron James, he's going to go up and he's going to dunk that in. So it's now 96 to 77. The Lakers are up by 19 points in this one. So Lee has possession of the basketball. So he's going to go up, get that in there for 2 points. So it's now going to be 96 to 79. So LeBron, he's going to get this in for 3 actually. So he drills it in from behind the arc. So that's 99-79. Will the Warriors score one more point, or will they attempt the 3? Gets it in. So it's